The NASCAR Winston Cup Series schedule is once again expanding in 2002. Texas Motor Speedway will receive a second date, the Haviland 500, in September. Meanwhile, New Hampshire's second race will move from that September slot to Mother's Day weekend, allowing the same start and end time for the 2002 season. Texas Governor George W. Bush and Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones were on site for the announcement today. Jerry Jones, of course, rumored to be buying into Andy Petree Racing. We're back in Thunder Valley for the 2001 Sharpie 500. 1999 winner Dale Earnhardt starts from the pole tonight with Dale Jarrett to his outside.
Yeah, Dale's going to be one to watch. Back in 1999, that was a pretty controversial victory when he wrecked Terry Labonte. Of course, he's still looking for his first win here in 2001 as well.
Jeff Gordon starting deep in the field tonight as he continues his quest for the Winston Cup Championship.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of cars to pass if he wants to have a good run tonight, and he better if he wants to stay in this championship battle.
Pace car headed down pit road, field in the hands of Dale Earnhardt. Coming off turn 4, green flag in the air, and we are racing here in Bristol, Tennessee.
Great start for Dale there. Gets a huge jump on Dale Jarrett. So we've got Ricky Rudd, Jarrett's teammate, coming to his inside now, and he is clear as well.
Yep, Earnhardt should easily lead this first lap as we see Bobby Labonte get around Dale Jarrett as well. Looks like it's going to be mostly single file on the bottom as we round lap 2 here. The first side-by-side is well outside the top 10 right now. Yeah, Rusty Wallace back here passing Ricky Craven.
Yeah, Rusty needs a good run tonight, that's for sure, as Dale leads the second lap as well.
Earnhardt still leading here at Bristol, but he has caught some lap traffic. The 33 of Joe Nemechek is right in front of him as we go on board. As we see Sterling Marlin and Bobby Labonte are side-by-side for that second position behind him.
Yeah, his son, Dale Jr., coming into view here as well. We see Sterling's got a run on the bottom right now with Nemechek holding up Dale Earnhardt. We'll have to see what happens here.
Yeah, Earnhardt trying to use the top side of the racetrack right now, but he gets the wall, and that's going to allow Marlin to get the lead as he finally clears Joe Nemechek in the 33 car.
See Dale Earnhardt Jr. here trying to follow Marlin through here. He's on the bottom right now as Marlin's trying to lap Casey Atwood. We've got the battle of the beer wagons up here. Looks like Sterling is going to win out for now, although Jr. is once again to his inside as they do get around Atwood.
Door off the corner. Earnhardt Jr. leads that lap, and looks like he's going to clear Marlin going into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, we got trouble here. Looks like Mike Skinner, Mike Waltrip, oh no, and then Benson and Stewart getting that. Looks like Junior will win the race back to the line. Let's take a look at a replay here.
Yeah, it looks like Skinner just gets loose on the apron and gets tagged by Ricky Rudd. Michael Waltrip also collected. Terry Labonte gets a piece of it there as well. And then they just slide right into the path of Stewart and Benson. So it looks like most of the field is going to be headed down pit road here. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will lead them, followed by Sterling Marlin.
Yep, everybody just needs a smooth 4-tire pit stop here. No mistakes. Remember, we do have 2 pit roads here at Bristol.
Yes, we see Earnhardt Jr. followed by Marlin and Earnhardt Sr. coming in here as they go the long way around here to the other side of the pit road where they will get their service.
Got a few lap cars there waiting to stay out, potentially going to take a wave around.
And here come the leaders towards their pits. Earnhardt Jr. the first one in.
Sterling Marlin now in as well. Dale Earnhardt has that number 1 pit stall, so he's going to be all the way at the end here. Let's see, we got some lap cars then coming out of the pits as leaders are coming in.
And Earnhardt Jr. first one out, followed by Marlin, it looks like. Kenny Irwin Jr. gets a great stop there as it looks like Dale Earnhardt's team is holding him a bit long.
Yeah, coming to restart here, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in heavy lap traffic here, wave around cars, lap cars on the inside, so Sterling Marlin's going to see if he can use this as an opportunity to get the lead back.
See, they were through wide there a moment ago with Skinner, Bonnie, and Kenseth. And still lots of chaos here at the front of the field.
Yeah, but Sterling's going to go to the inside here and go on board with him and easily pass Junior. Get through all of this mess.
Yeah, Junior's really getting held up there by that hornet's nest of lap cars. Looks like Kenny Irwin Jr. may get to the inside of Dale Earnhardt Jr. as well. Marlin now working some lap traffic, and that's allowed Kenny Irwin to reel him back in. Irwin looking to the inside of Matt Kenseth, Marlin to the outside.
Yeah, we'll see. Normally that inside's better, but not with this. Oh, we got big trouble here on the backstretch. Looks like Kevin Harvick, Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, off the corner here, looks like Gordon gets loose with Mike Wallace, and that sends him into Kevin Harvick. Kevin LePage gets a piece of it there. Robert Presley, lots of good cars.
I think Gordon will be able to continue here, though, and that's important for the championship.
Chip Ganassi racing 1-2 on this restart. Sterling Marlin followed by teammate Kenny Irwin Jr. Another dodge there on the inside. Ward Burton trying to get his lap back.
Yeah, good start for Marlin. He is going to clear Burton. See there, Dave Marcus in this race tonight as well, having a decent run. Still in it, which is better than a lot of cars.
And take a look who's up to second place. Rusty Wallace. We've not really talked about him all season. Penske Racing as a whole has struggled. Both cars currently outside the top 30 in Winston Cup points. But potentially a chance here to redeem himself as he goes around the outside of Sterling Marlin to take the lead down the backstretch.
And man, all the fans going wild here in Bristol. One of Rusty's best tracks. Lots of his fans come here every year, and now he is leading.
What a redemption arc on his season a win tonight could be.
Yeah, that would just mean so much for Rusty, I think. It's been a hard year because of that whole organization, and he's earned their goal of maybe just trying to get up to top 25 in the points by the end of the year.
And just the last thing Rusty Wallace wanted to see, spinner, Ken Schrader.
Yeah, Rusty's got to be frustrated about that. He had a huge lead going there, and coming up on about 15 laps to go. But he's going to have to fend off Sterling Marlin here in a restart now. So trying to sort out all the lap cars here.
Come to the restart. Wallace does have a few cars between him and Marlin as this is a single file restart with less than 10 laps to go. Ward Burton there, the 94 Fermi Sadler, and Bill Elliott are all not on the lead lap, and then Sterling Marlin now is the second place car.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly helps Rusty, but we'll have to see what Sterling can do with these lap cars here.
Wallace really is holding a good line there as we go through turns 3 and 4 right on the bottom. That's what you got to do here at Bristol.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really put on a clinic tonight, and like I said, what this would just mean for this race team. Such a hard season, and leading here and one of their best racetracks, that's got to give us some confidence. You look back here at Sterling Marlin, he has not made any progress on these lap cars yet. That's certainly helping Rusty Wallace. Going to be coming up on 5 laps to go here pretty soon.
We do have a car smoking there on the inside. That's the 66 of Todd Bodine. Looks like that will not affect the leaders, though, and we are going to stay green.
Yeah, that's, Rusty actually probably wasn't happy about that if that had been a caution, because that would have ended the race. But still, he's looking pretty good here. Still got those 3 lap cars between him and Sterling.
Yep, he really just needs to hold on here. We see Johnny Benson there on pit road. Fans are just absolutely electric here in Bristol tonight for Rusty Wallace.
Yeah, that would be a popular win, that's for sure. There'd be a lot of Miller Lite use when you get down here.
Including by you, Chip?
I don't know if I'm supposed to answer that question, Bill.
Marlin still behind Bill Elliott there. 3 lap cars between Wallace and Marlin. We do see Ward Burton here appears to want to get back on the lead lap. He's really hounding Rusty Wallace. It looks like Rusty got in a little bit tight there, kind of slid below the apron there a little bit. Actually, that's going to happen again. It looks like that 2 car, the handle is starting to go away on it. Come to the white flag. Meanwhile, Marlin is looking under Bill Elliott here.
Man, Rusty is not handling well at all. That's allowed Sterling to get all the way up to his back bumper here. What's going to happen to turns 3 and 4? No, 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 no. That is heartbreaking.
Yeah, Rusty Wallace's car, the handle has just gone away from it, and Sterling Marlin steals one here in Bristol.
Yeah, let's watch the replay here. Looks like, I don't know, that car just was not sticking to the banking those last couple laps, and that allowed the 40 car to get around the outside. And man, there's a lot of unhappy people here in Bristol.
Meanwhile, Marlin's victory vaults him to a narrow points lead over Jeff Gordon. Now we're in Darlington, South Carolina for the 2001 Mountain Dew Southern 500. Michael Waltrip has the pole as he still seeks that first career win.
Yeah, you know, Darlington here, that's where he led the most laps in the race back in the early 90s. So it could be a good track for him. See Mike Skinner who was outside, and then Gibbs teammates Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, defending winner of this race, starting behind him.
Pace car down pit road. Waltrip and Skinner head for the green flag, and we are racing in the Mountain Dew Southern 500.
Skinner got a pretty good launch there. He's staying even with Mikey in the turn 1 here.
Going to wash up the racetrack there a little bit. That outer line just does not work through turns 1 and 2, and that's actually going to allow Stewart to get under him. Yep, and I think we got the first Darlington stripe of the night. We saw Kenny Wallace there in a 55 get the wall a little bit off of...
Turn 2 is now Stewart's holding a good line off of turn 4. Remember, turns 3 and 4 a little tighter, and now Mikey gets a Darlington strike, and that's going to allow Tony Stewart to get to his inside. Stewart now leading here at Darlington.
Looks like Stewart's teammate, Bobby Labonte, follows him through as well, as does Jeff Gordon. And now Waltrip's teammates, oh, we got a big wreck here. Looks like Greg Biffle goes upside down. And meanwhile, we're just going to follow the race back to the caution here. It looks like Stewart will easily win it with his teammate Labonte in second. But yeah, let's take a look at a replay here. What happened here?
Looks like Elliott Sadler just got loose there. He's had a hard year. And then, yeah, Greg Biffle gets into him, and there's just a whole pack of cars just flying in there. Looks like Terry Labonte, Bill Elliott, and, yeah, just everybody's involved in this.
Go on board with Casey Atwood here. It looks like he just has nowhere to go here. Lots of cars everywhere, and he gets into the back of Greg Biffle, and that will probably end his day as well.
Yep, and there goes Biffle on his roof.
Restart here. Scoring update. Looks like Mark Martin now is in second place. Not entirely sure why, but...
Yeah, I don't know if the person that gave Brett Bodine his only win get back in the officiating booth or what here. I don't know.
But that moves Labonte back to third, and Gordon now is in fourth.
Let's see Steve Park there in fifth place, having a good run tonight. He one of his better tracks. Of course, he's still looking for our first victory on an oval.
And then we see near the back half of the top 10, Sterling Marlin, last week's winner and championship contender, having a decent run tonight.
Yeah, he, off to a good start so far. That's how you win a championship. Ricky Rowe, a little further back, he's probably the worst of the three big contenders here for the championship so far.
Meanwhile, looks like the 18 of Bobby Labonte has gotten around Mark Martin, and now Tony Stewart has some company from his teammate.
Yeah, Bobby, like we said, he won this race last year. Now, granted, that was a rain out, but still, that meant he had a fast car. So he's good at Darlington, and he only had one victory of the season at Martinsville. So, kind of a little bit of a post-championship hangover. You see Tony Stewart gets the Darlington stripe there off his turn 2. We go on board with Dale Jarrett now, who's up to second place, trying to chase down Bobby Labonte.
Yeah, Darlington is definitely a racetrack that brings out the best in drivers. And we currently have the last two Winston Cup champions, Bobby Labonte and Dale Jarrett, running 1-2 right now.
Yeah, Dale Jarrett got a little bit low the white line there. That's allowed Bobby to run away a little bit here, although Bobby now gets the Darlington stripe as looks like Steve Park and Dale Earnhardt have passed Jeff Gordon.
Look at this. Steve Park has now caught up to Bobby Labonte, potentially taking a look at the lead here.
Yeah, he's been running real good the last few weeks. Third place at Bristol last week, and looks like he's going to be leading here in Darlington now.
So move Park to first place as Tony Stewart and Kenny Irwin try to follow him through. Labonte's still on the outside. We see Earnhardt there running 5th. He's got to be pretty excited seeing his driver out front right now.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated's really stepped it up this year. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has 2 wins, Park has a win. Just got to get Mikey one, I guess.
Yeah, Waltrip has certainly faded a little bit since starting on the front row today. We see several cars, Park, Stewart, and Labonte all get the wall there off of turn 2. We go back to Earnhardt. He's not been the championship contender he was last year, but he's put together a quietly consistent season, flirting with the top 10 in points. As is Park. And the leader is coming to pit road here under green. Steve Park has a pretty comfortable gap there to second place Kenny Irwin.
Yeah, just that one team really just needs no mistakes here, and he should be able to come back out with the lead.
That pit speed sure looks slow, doesn't it, Chip, under green flag conditions?
Yes, it does. That's painful watching all those cars flying by, but he has a fast stop. He'll have nothing to worry about.
See some cars that came in the previous lap completing their service as Park begins his. Expected to be 4 tires and fuel for everybody here. Park's owner Earnhardt is away. And now we see Sterling Marlin just entering his pit. Jarrett exits as well. They're just finishing fuel on the one car. Earnhardt Jr. moving away. Any second now, we expect the one car to roll out of his pit, and we'll have to see where he blends on the racetrack.
Yep, Park is away, as is Irwin, so he's going to beat Irwin out of the pits. We'll have to see. I believe Tony Stewart is the first driver that pitted a lap ago, so will Park get out in front of him here?
See Stewart there rounding turn 2 behind the lap car of Ken Schrader. It looks like Park is going to beat him off pit road, but how long will it take for him to get up to speed?
Yeah, it's going to be close here coming into turn 3 and 4 as Schrader dives down to pit road. Looks like Park is ahead of Stewart for the time being, although Stewart has a run here off of turn 4.
Steve Park now leading the Southern 500 once again, but Tony Stewart wants to take it back.
Yeah, Park slips up the hill a little bit here. That's going to allow Tony to his inside.
Go on board with Stewart. Coming off of turn 2 here, he is clear. As they lap Todd Bodine. And looks like Dave Blaney, the lap car, actually pulls up in front of Stewart as he exits the pits. And that will kill his momentum a little bit here.
Yeah, Stewart quickly going to work here, trying to see if he can get to the inside of Blaney, because he does not want to get held up. He doesn't want Park to reel him back in.
Yeah, those tires are probably just getting warm on the one car, so he should improve here. It looks like the 93 is going to hold up the 20 here a little bit, and that's going to allow Park to get back to his back bumper.
Yeah, Park looking to follow Stewart here under the 93, side by side. That's going to slow up Tony. Kenny Irwin back in 3rd place, too, is probably watching this right now, just loving this, hoping these two wreck or something.
That might be what you're hoping for, too, Chip.
Hey, I don't want anybody to wreck. I mean, if it happened, it would be entertaining, but I don't want it to happen. Looks like Tony gets the wall there a little bit off of turn 2, and that is going to allow Steve Park to the inside.
And Park, who's had the dominant car so far today, trying to clear Stewart off of turn 4. Not quite clear. Stewart gets the wall, and that is the help that Park needs. Steve Park leading here at Darlington in the late stages.
Yeah, he just needs to hope no cautions, and he'll have it. Say, look who the next lap car is here. Is Jeff Gordon. He's fallen back a lot from running the top 5 earlier, and that's certainly going to hurt him in the points.
Coming to the white flag here at Darlington. Tony Stewart has stayed with Steve Park, but still about a car length back. Steve Park got his first career victory last season at Watkins Glen. He won earlier this year at Sears Point Raceway, but he has never won a Winston Cup race on an oval. Tony Stewart gets one final Darlington stripe there off of turn 2, and that appears to be all Steve Park needs. He can just coast home now. Steve Park wins the 2001 Mountain Dew Southern 500.
What a win for Steve Park. That's awesome.
Jeff Gordon's subpar run allowed Sterling Marlin to open up his points lead by another 18 points. We're in Richmond, Virginia for the 2001 Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400. Kenny Irwin Jr. in a Dodge leads the field tonight with yet another pole for him this season. But we see several cars with Looney Tunes paint schemes tonight, those Chevrolets. We also see Dale Earnhardt Jr., one of 5 drivers going for the No Bull $5 million bonus. He won at Daytona. The other contenders are Steve Park, Dale Earnhardt, Sterling Marlin, and Ricky Rudd.
Yeah, I like them Looney Tunes cars. Jeff Gordon looks pretty good purple there.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting look for him. Park there, another one of those cars. Last week's winner starts 5th as Kenny Irwin leads them to the green.
Good start by Irwin, and looks like good start by Earnhardt Jr. too. He's probably going to take second here as we go through turns 1 and 2, passing both Jeff Gordon and Dale Jarrett.
Yeah, he's already won the $1 million bonus once this year at Daytona back in July, and certainly another $1 million would be very nice for Dale Earnhardt Jr. as Kenny Irwin leads the first lap here, 5 bonus points.
Yeah, I think Kenny's probably a little bit too far back to be a championship contender.
Oh, and we got spinner here, Dale Jarrett. Looks like Dave Markich gets through that. Lots of other cars scattering. Kenny Irwin is still leading here at Richmond and should easily win the race back to the flag as we see Dale Earnhardt Jr. and now his teammate Steve Park run 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, I want to see a replay of this mess here down in turn 1. Turns 3 and 4. Looks like so Mike Wallace gets the wall, and then yeah, lots of cars kind of have to scatter. Dale Jarrett's one of them. Looks like Jared Nadeau gets a little loose, and yeah, kind of a big mess down here. It looks like Casey Atwood spin as well. Probably not terminal for any of these cars, but definitely put some dents in them.
So now the leaders are going to come down pit road, as well as that smoking lap car of Mike Wallace. Kenny Irwin Jr. leads them down, followed by the Dale Earnhardt Incorporated teammates of Earnhardt Jr. and last week's winner, Park. Irwin with that number 1 pit stall is in, as are the 2 No Bull 5 contenders of Earnhardt and Park. Gordon, meanwhile, settles into that 2nd pit stall. We're going to have to see if he can make any progress here with his pit crew, as Dale Jarrett is just now reaching his stall, the driver who spun in that last caution.
Earnhardt Jr. first one away, but number 1 pit stall prevails for Kenny Irwin.
Irwin going to lead them back to the restart here as we see Mike Skinner, another one of those Looney Tunes cars, is up to 4th place.
Earnhardt Jr. going to try the high line here in turns 1 and 2. Gets some progress, but I don't think it's going to work as Steve Park thinks about taking them 3 wide. Thinks better of it, though.
Earnhardt Jr. is almost clear of Irwin there, but Irwin gets a good run through turns 3 and 4. It looks like now Irwin is going to clear Earnhardt Jr., and Park is going to try to follow him through here.
Yeah, not one team has just been on it lately. We see Jeff Gordon get past Mike Skinner there. Also want to give a shout out to 6th place, Kevin LePage right now. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, LePage absolutely having a great run tonight for that young Hank Aaron Motorsports team. 6th place, and of course, if he could get up to 5th, that would make him eligible for that $1 million bonus at Talladega. We see here Jeff Gordon trying to pass Dale Earnhardt Jr. for 3rd place as Kenny Irwin continues to lead, but does have that lap car of Joe Nemechek starting to hold him up a little bit.
I think Gordon wants more, too. It looks like he's a little faster than Steve Park right now. Is he going to try to force the issue, push Park up the hill here through turns 1 and 2?
I think it might be a little bit too early for that, Chip, but yeah, he does appear to have the faster car. Just needs to wait for the right opportunity for the pass to be made.
Actually, it looks like both of these cars have caught Kenny Irwin. You know, Chevy, I'm sure, wants to win this race. Monte Carlo 400 does not want to see a Dodge out front. And it's got his 2 Looney Tunes cars running 2nd and 3rd. Just needs one more pass. It'll be in front here.
Looks like Park is going to get his chance here underneath Irwin off of turns 3 and 4. And now Gordon is going to take them 3 wide Park will get 5 bonus points for leading that lap, but he will not be the leader for long, it looks like, as Jeff Gordon drives it in deep in turns 1 and 2. It's going to be clear, or almost not quite clear, off the corner.
Yeah, I think he will get it done probably here in 3 and 4. Now Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to pass Kenny Irwin and potentially his teammate Park as well for second place.
We also see LePage there trying to make a pass on Mike Skinner for 5th place. Again, if he finishes top 5, as does anybody else, they will be eligible for that $1 million at Talladega. Oh, and we got a wreck here. It looks like Terry Labonte and Jeff Burton. Let's spin there on the front stretch as now Gordon is going to lead them back to the caution, followed by Earnhardt Jr. and Park. 3 Chevrolets leading here at Richmond, although the Chevrolet that cannot win the $1 million bonus is the one out front. That is Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, I'm sure either Park or Earnhardt Jr. would really like to get him out of the way.
We see lap car Bill Elliott here battling Gordon a little bit off the corner, wants to get back on the lead lap, as Earnhardt Jr. is trying to pass Robbie Gordon there on the outside.
Yep, and there goes LePage up to 4th place now. What a run.
Highest running non-Chevrolet in this race right now is LePage. Meanwhile, Gordon and Elliott still going at it here. Looks like Gordon is finally going to clear Elliott here off the backstretch as they head down to turn 3.
Yeah, that's just so frustrating when you're a leader in a lap car with Jeff. But Jeff's got a nice clean racetrack in front of him right now, so he should try to pull away here from Earnhardt Jr.
Meanwhile, Sterling Marlin running near the back half of the top 10, as is Kevin Harvick, making his final start of his 7 planned starts here in 2001 before running a full Rookie of the Year campaign next year. Having a nice top 10 run tonight.
Yeah, he really is, and it's cool they let him in on this Looney Tunes promotion tonight as well. We see now Earnhardt Jr. and Park battling for second place. Like you've got the 16 there of Kevin LePage trying to get the inside. No, Jeff Gordon gets loose, and that'll allow Earnhardt Jr. through, and looks like they're trying to all scatter. Oh no, now Park gets loose and spins. That will bring out the caution, and that puts Mike Skinner up to second.
Yeah, it looks like Park was trying to avoid Gordon there, and then that just collects Bill Elliott, Dale Earnhardt, another one of those $1 million contenders back there, as well as Ward Burton. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. now in position to win $1 million here at Richmond if he can hold on.
Yeah, meanwhile, that's allowed Kenny Irwin Jr. back up to second place, and Mike Skinner, whose job we've really heard may be in danger, is he's several spots below his teammate Dale Earnhardt in the point standings, runs third. A win, really, it's a must-win situation for him.
Meanwhile, look at this, Kevin Harvick trying to fight his way into the top 5 here, right behind Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, we got a battle for the lead here, too. Kenny Irwin and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Irwin's got the preferred line here off of turn 4. And he's going to be leading here once again at Richmond. The pole sitter trying to stink up the Chevrolet party here.
Yeah, he's out front here. Meanwhile, looks like Skinner is perhaps in the unpreferred line there with Todd Bodine going to his inside. That's going to allow Jeff Gordon. He's going to try to take them 3 wide. He really wants to get back up there after losing that lead, getting loose.
And look at this, too. Looks like Kevin Harvick is now going to be the highest running driver on Richard Childress Racing tonight. He's up to 4th place, followed by Kevin LePage.
Now, important note, if Harvick does finish in the top 5, he is not planning on running Talladega, so he will not be eligible for that $1 million bonus, and the 6th place driver would become the fifth contender.
Speaking of $1 million bonuses, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to take the lead back here from Kenny Irwin, trying to get his second bonus in 2001 tonight.
Earnhardt Jr. Hugs the yellow line right off the corner here. That's going to allow him a run on Irwin here as we head down the front stretch. It's going to be tight going into turn 1.
Yeah, Earnhardt Jr. and Irwin still side by side. I don't think he's going to get him down the back stretch, but he'll probably get him here at turns 3 and 4.
Crowd rising to their feet. Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking to win at a track the second time, the first time in his career, as he got his second career win here at Richmond last year. and win the $1 million bonus for the second time in 2001. 2 laps to go for Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to lap teammate Michael Waltrip, and oh no, we're hearing he has a flat tire.
Man, a flat tire just cost Dale Earnhardt Jr. $1 million. That's one expensive tire.
That puts Jeff Gordon now as the leader, going for his 3rd win of the season. Although, look who's right behind him. He comes with a white flag. Kevin Harvick trying to win in just his 7th start, running a partial schedule.
Yeah, come on, Kevin. He's right there. He could get to Gordon, especially if Gordon slides up the racetrack a little bit here off the corner.
Harvick's going to have one more shot at it if we go through turns 3 and 4. He looks to the inside of Gordon. He's not going to quite get there. Jeff Gordon wins here at Richmond as Kevin Harvick finishes 2nd.
And say Kevin LePage comes home in 6th, but since Harvick finished 2nd, that will make him the 5th contender for the Note Bull 5 at Talladega.
Gordon winning while Marlin finished 4th narrows the points battle slightly. NASCAR makes its 2nd trip to the Granite State in 2001 with Mike Skinner and Ricky Rudd on the front row.
We also see Jason Leffler, who's been announced as Tony Stewart's replacement at Joe Gibbs Racing next year, making the first of 3 starts he's going to make here in the last 10 races in that 81 car. Again, the 81 and 20 have the same Home Depot paint scheme, except for the 81 has black trim and the 20 has white trim.
Coming to the green flag here, we've got Skinner on the inside. In a desperate situation, we hear Richard Childress Racing could announce his replacement as soon as next week. So even a win here today might not be enough for him.
Could be a good audition for another ride, though, as he does clear Ricky Rudd off turn 2 there. See Rudd's teammate Dale Jarrett trying to get to the inside here as Leffler settles in 4th place right in front of his teammate Bobby Labonte.
We also see Dale Earnhardt Jr. had that heartbreaking loss last week, settling into 5th as Skinner gets 5 bonus points for leading the first lap here. And Casey Atwood there back in 6th place. He is in a very tight Rookie of the Year battle with Greg Biffle. Biffle has the preferred position right now, but Atwood could get back into this. So we'll talk more about that in a second as Dale Jarrett has gotten to the inside here of Mike Skinner as we go off of turn 4. And actually, Jason Leffler is going to try to follow him through for 2nd place.
Yeah, what a move by Leffler there as Jarrett gets those 5 bonus points. You know, he's potentially an outside contender for this Winston Cup, especially if he gets another win here today.
See Earnhardt Jr. trying to move on Bobby Labonte as Dave Blaney has passed Atwood. Having a great run for him here tonight. We hear that BP sponsorship may be going away next year, so he could be looking for a new ride, but he's had a solid season, comparable to his teammate Ward Burton, so certainly would be a candidate for a lot of rides in Winston Cup next year. Yeah, as we were saying about Atwood, he would need to be the highest finishing rookie, not just beat Greg Biffle, but actually the highest finishing rookie in most of the remaining races in 2001, but that team has really stepped it up over the last few weeks, and he's at least got a chance.
Yeah, of course, he's doing that right now, too. He's the highest running rookie in front of Biffle. We look at Biffle back here in the 97 car. Had a solid season, especially compared to his teammates. Grouse only has 1 win with Jeff Burton in Texas this year, so oh no, and we see Sterling Marlin has a problem under the hood coming down pit road here. We're hearing that may be the end of his day, too.
Yeah, what a mess for the championship contender. That's the last thing he needs right now. Meanwhile, Jarrett leads with Leffler still holding on in 2nd place and his teammate Rudd in 3rd.
Well, it looks like Rudd's going to try to get a run on Leffler here off the corner as Junebug's caught up to Mike Skinner there for 4th place.
Jarrett appears to have the dominant car so far today. Smooth sailing for him. We see the 93 of Blaney up to 6th place there.
Of course, Jarrett's last win this season came at Pocono, another flat racetrack like this. Oh, and we got trouble here. Turn 1, Bobby Hamilton in a 4 car.
Jarrett will easily win the race back to the line, but he is going to have to face a restart here. And with the green flag, Jarrett followed by Leffler as they head back up through the gears. easily going to pull away from the field as there's no lap traffic or wave around cars for him to have to navigate through.
Yeah, that certainly helps. It's been a clean race so far.
Oh, more trouble in turns 1 and 2. Johnny Benson and looks like the 97 of Greg Biffle and the 92 of Stacy Compton get into him as well. Jarrett will win the race back to the line as Dave Blaney is up to second place.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay of this wreck. So it looks like Benson just gets loose here in front of Adam Petty and gets a little piece of Ward Burton, and then, nowhere for Stacy Compton to go. And then, Greg Biffle, that's hard. As we mentioned, the Rookie of the Year fight is tight. So that's not what he wanted to see. But again, Atwood needs to be the highest finishing rookie, not just beat Biffle today.
Okay, the green flag is back out here, and looks like Blaney is really hounding Jarrett here on this restart.
Yeah, that would be a huge win for Blaney if he could get it done today. He has looked to the inside here down the back stretch, although I think Jarrett's going to clear him in the turns 3 and 4 here.
Meanwhile, Leffler continues to impress there in third place. In fact, he's trying to take second back from Blaney here off of turn 4 as Earnhardt Jr. runs fourth. And now Casey Atwood running in fifth place. He is the highest running rookie right now.
Yeah, Tony Stewart, the other Home Depot Pontiac, is in sixth place. It's a little confusing having those two cars out there, I have to admit. But I'm getting through it. It'll be okay.
I guess I'm glad to hear that, Chip. Dale Jarrett is happy to see Leffler and Dave Blaney running side by side for second place as he continues to lead here at New Hampshire. Oh, and we're going to have another restart as Todd Bodine spins once again, turn 1.
And man, looks like Jarrett wins the race back to the caution, but Leffler almost got there.
Coming to the restart, Jarrett followed by Leffler. Does Leffler have anything for Jarrett here in these closing laps?
Good start for Jarrett. I think he's going to be pretty hard to catch here.
Coming to the white flag, Jarrett leads by a comfortable margin. Dave Blaney in third and Jason Leffler in second. Looks like for the second week in a row we may have a part-time driver planning to be a rookie next year finishing second. It was Kevin Harvick last week. This week it may be Leffler. We also see Casey Atwood has fallen back a little bit, but he has held on to be the highest finishing rookie today. Meanwhile, another solid top 10 run for Jeff Gordon is going to help shore up his position in the points. And Dale Jarrett wants people to know he's still in this championship battle. Fourth victory of 2001 for him. The Sterling Marlin's mechanical issue now makes Jeff Gordon the points leader, with Ricky Rudd now under one race of the points lead and Dale Jarrett under 200 points from the lead, heading into race 28 at Dover.
Folks, here are the top 10 for the most popular driver award. Be sure to cast your vote.